All right. So, guys, we're super excited today. This is my very first case study, and I have my friend Kelsey on Zoom with me. And we really just wanted to talk a little bit about her progress. I want to highlight her because I tell people all the time to meet your goals, whether it's in fitness or nutrition or business, it's really about one word, and that's consistency. And I've really seen that in Kelsey over the last few months. We want to kind of talk through her journey and highlight her and maybe give you guys some encouragement and tips on how you can get started on your own personal nutrition goals or fitness goals. But before I get over to Kelsey, I want to introduce myself. My name is Sarah Hall. I'm a registered dietitian and nutritionist. Done that for about 13 years. I've dabbled with online nutrition coaching for about the last 4 years. I've had a lot of great clients, a lot of great results come through my program. And Kelsey is one of those people. And so today, we really want to just do an interview style with you, Kelsey, and just really encourage some people out there that may be looking at getting started on their own health journey. And I know you can motivate them. So I want to start with just like, you sharing a little bit more information about you. You're a mom, you're busy. Like, I don't know when you really sleep because you're so busy. So just share with everybody a little bit more about you.
Okay, well, I am a single mom. I have 2 children. I have a daughter that's 8 and a son that's 6. So they keep me really busy. They play sports. They do all kinds of stuff. I work. I'm a server and bartender. And I've also started really getting into the gym and stuff like that. So that's a daily thing for me. Other than that, I like, outdoor stuff and cooking and baking and all kinds of stuff.
Yeah, you're always busy. And I've noticed your dedication to your workouts. Like, I will get up in the morning and the first thing I do is, besides my morning routine, is I check my stories, I check my alerts, I get straight in there. And you're one of the first people I see with a workout already posted, usually in the morning. And I'm like, this girl is on top of it. But you know what? This is a side note, but it's making good use of your time too, because as a busy mom, you do work a lot and you know when you have to do it, right? So it's like planning ahead.
Right.
So, yeah. All right. Well, real quick, just had a few questions for you, and I'm super excited to be able to hear more from you and share with the community. But I want to know, really, I'm always curious to know this, like why you reached out to me or how we really connected about my nutrition coaching program and what I could do for you. What really prompted you to do that?
I think since we live kind of close to each other, we had some mutual friends on either Facebook or Instagram. And I just started following you because I saw you had a lot of good tips and information. And I just, constantly watched your stories and, your posts and things like that.
Well, thank you. I really try to show up every day and think, man, what does my clients like to see? Like, what does Kelsey need to learn today? That's kind of how I base my content on my social media. And guys, Kelsey and I are in the same state. A lot of my clients are not. And, but we're still able to connect even because I think, what are we, like an hour and a half apart? So
Yeah.
can't really meet up in person, but that's how virtual coaching, just like this platform, really works. So I'm glad you reached out to me because you've had amazing results. But so I do want to ask you, like, before we got started, what were like some of your obstacles to getting results? Some of the struggles you were going through that was hindering you having the results that you have now?
I think, I was still getting up and I was doing some like at home workouts and things like that, but my motivation just wasn't there, like it is now, in my dedication and consistency. I would not really track what I was eating, and I wouldn't, I would have like cheat days and, not really think about it, and really just not focus on just like the nutrition and staying consistent like I am now.
Right. I think the accountability plays a huge role in that because in the back of your mind, like you have somebody there that may text you at any moment. Kelsey, what'd you eat today? Kelsey, what'd you do today? And I think
Right.
part of that helps too. So I love what you said about the dedication and consistency, but that's all on you, girl. You got it in your mind that you wanted to make a change. And I'm telling you, when people know why they're doing something, they'll go hardcore for it. And it's awesome from a dietitian standpoint to just be able to see somebody stay the course, and just be able to motivate and inspire. So I think you're doing amazing. I do want to ask you, and this is kind of like a taboo question, because I hear all the time when people come to me and ask about my program and like what makes it different. I'm like, I know 100% what makes it different. But what are some things that kind of frustrates you that you see maybe on social media or about the weight loss industry or like other programs that are out there, just social media in general? What are some things like as a consumer, as a client, that is frustrating to you?
I think there's just so many different, some people say that, you don't need to eat any carbs at all. And, but really you need like a variety and a balanced diet and nutrition. You need different nutritional needs, but, and there's just some unrealistic expectations and, unrealistic goals or timelines when it comes to meeting your goals or losing a certain amount of weight and things like that.
Right. Yeah. There's so much information. It's a noisy world on social media. I actually just read a new article today that I can't wait to highlight on a live video about something new out again. And it's like, I try to bring education to that. But so you're right. Like, it can be very frustrating because then you're like, do I do this? Do I do this? Do I do this?
Right.
But that's why I think heavens, we've connected, and you're on the right path with flexible dieting and, really having a few treats here and there. You've even traveled during our program. You've been to Dallas and other places, and you've done things and you're going to Arizona soon, right?
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. So, and that's a huge part of my coaching is we can be flexible and we can travel and we can enjoy ourselves, but you can still get the results you're looking for. So, okay, next question is, were you a little skeptical? Really? I mean, let's be honest, because a lot of people are. I deal with that a lot because there's so many things out there. They've tried other things. So were you a little skeptical about partnering with me to really work on your goals when you first started talking with me about it?
Yeah, I think I'd be skeptical about anything, but I've tried different programs and, read different articles and tips and, diets and things like that. So, and everybody's going to say that theirs is the best or theirs is, what's effective. And so, yeah, I was a little skeptical, but the more that I watched and the more results that I saw and the more people that I saw consistently through your program and your coaching and things like that, having results, then I knew, that it was obviously something was working.
Yeah, awesome. So I do want to ask, and I already know it, and we talked about this earlier, but what do you feel was like a breaking point for you where you were like, oh my God, I'm so glad that I got started doing this? What was that like first aha moment? I mean, I know you've had several, but what was that first one that was like, this is awesome. I'm so happy.
Well, I don't own a scale at my house because I know myself and I know that I would be obsessive over it and probably weigh myself like 10 times a day and get really frustrated and down on myself. So, when I go to the doctor because she knows that I'm doing like a weight loss, and trying to get into, healthy and into shape and things like that. So I go and see her every couple months or so, and she'll weigh me, and that's really the only time I ever get weighed. So when I see that I'm losing, certain amount of weight or whatever, and I'm on track, then that's when I know that I'm doing something right.
Right. And I love your consistency despite not having a scale at home, because so many people get so caught up. And yes, the scale is one factor of what we need to be checking.
Right.
But so many people get caught up in that scale that it hinders the progress in their mind and their heart, and focusing on other victories of just having more energy, being a better mom, getting through a work day without zonking out on the couch. Like, so I love that, when you told me you didn't have a scale, I'm like, let's do this, It's been amazing too, to just like go to the doctor twice now and have such great check-ins.
Yeah.
So the next question really is more about like your total, like, where are you like on weight loss and inches and like all your results in general? Where are you, and what's your length of time been so far in the program?
I think I really got serious with it around November, and I've lost between 20 and 25 pounds since then, and I haven't done measurements. I really need to do that because I can tell by pictures. I take almost every day. I take pictures just because I like to compare from, even a month ago.
Mm-hmm.
And that's where I see a lot of it is, with my clothes and just fitting better. And, I get comments from people, and I feel better, and my workouts are getting, sort of easier. My endurance is building. So, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, all those are great, benefits and results. And I can tell in
Yeah.
your pictures too. You posted some the other day, and I was like, "Holy smokes, this is
Yeah.
getting super noticeable." And I think pictures speak 1,000 words.
Hmm.
Who doesn't want to look smaller while they're feeling better, and just having those results? So, last question, and then I'll let you get back to your kiddos. But really, just want to know if someone were looking to work with me as a registered dietitian or join the program, like, what would you say to them? What sort of encouraging words or advice would you give someone that's really looking to even just start a health journey, period?
I would just tell them that it's something that they really need to be wanting and dedicated to, and that you have a lot of really great tips and flexibility. Like, you don't have to feel bad if you eat a cookie, you just have to watch what you eat the rest of the day, or, you know, um, you just, you have to be consistent and patient because you're not going to get results overnight. Um, if you're looking for long-term results, it's going to take a little bit of time, but it's going to last longer.
Right. Yeah, and I love what you said very first is you got to want it. People have to
Mhm.
want to get healthy. People have to want to have a result of fitness or losing weight or whatever it may be. And
Mhm.
when someone has a want, like, I can put the how together, I can build the plan. And that was exactly what happened with you. You just had the want and you were ready. So
Yeah.
thanks so much for hopping on, and I'm super excited to share this with everybody. I appreciate you taking a few minutes out of your
Yeah.
night with your kiddos. And so, Kelsey, we will talk soon, I'm sure.
All right. Thanks.